to this picture of him with his son. Weiner's sentencing is the culmination of a tumultuous downfall. In 2011, he was forced to resign from his congressional seat after he inadvertently tweeted a picture of himself in his underwear, leading him to admit to sexting with multiple women after initially denying his involvement.
Is that a photograph of you?
Here's all that I can do. Is that I said, let's try to figure out who, how, how this prank went down, how we make sure it doesn't happen again.
Weiner's wife was not present in the courtroom, but did submit a letter to the judge saying in part, I am devastated by Anthony's actions, and I understand he must face their consequences. However, as a mother, I have always done and will do anything I think will help my son be as safe, happy, healthy, and complete as possible. Weiner will have to surrender for jail by November 6th and register as a sex offender. George.
Okay, Lindsay, thanks. Let's bring in our legal team, Dan Abrams and Nancy Grace. And Dan, let me begin with you. 21 months, the judge clearly sending a message here.
Right, and this is the low end of the federal sentencing guidelines, which remember are just a recommendation. They're not binding. Here's what Weiner had going for him. He pled guilty. He didn't try and meet with this girl. There was no child porn found on his computer. Does it matter that she initiated this and then sold the story? I don't think so. I don't think the judge thought so either. But the bottom line is, while this is the bottom end of the federal sentencing guidelines, I think this is still a very tough sentence considering the facts here. I think if he hadn't been Anthony Weiner, he'd end up with a lesser sentence.
Nancy?
Well, I've got to tell you, I am deeply disheartened by the sentence. And to say, for Dan Abrams to say this is not child porn, he asked a girl to strip naked and fondle herself.
Right. So,
I mean,
Nancy,
how can that be differentiated?
Right.
He was looking, no.
You want me to repeat what I said? There was no child porn found on his computer.
He was found on his computer.
Right.
Yes, I heard you. And if that's your defense,
make sure you got it right.
Good luck. What I'm saying is, yeah, I got it right. But did you get it right? He asked this girl to strip naked, which she did, and touch herself as he watched on Skype and Snapchat. He could have gotten 10 years. He got a couple of months. They asked for 27 months. He got 21 months. Yes, I'm disheartened. I'm very disheartened. And he will repeat offend.
No one gets 10 years for this. The bottom line is, I did a bunch of research looking at all the other cases out there. Yeah, some people have gotten tougher sentences than this one.
That's not true.
What's not true?
Have gotten much tougher
with this fact pattern, with anything like this fact pattern, Nancy, no one gets 10 years.
A minor girl to strip
I understand, Nancy. Can we agree on something? Can we agree on something? Let's agree this is really bad. Let's agree Anthony Weiner deserves prison time.
And
now
so
let's talk about hang on. Now let's talk about how much time he deserves, right? And does it matter to you he pled guilty?
Okay.
Does he get any credit for that?
Well, let me tell you this. He was caught red-handed. What could he do? He tried to blame the girl. He tried to use as a defense he was texting 19 other women at the time. How did that help? He claimed he didn't meet the girl. Look, here's the deal. He's done this many, many times. He pled guilty to one time. I am not impressed.
The judge has spoken, so both of you, I don't think you're going to agree. Thanks.